Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday morning open training session, which is available to everybody. You don't need to be a subscriber of the Academy to attend our Wednesday morning sessions. Great to see you guys here. Hi, David, Fern, Greg, welcome, Ingrid, Corinne, surprise, Terry, Bo, great, nice to see you here, and Gary, welcome, folks. And if you're watching this as a recording as well, please do me a favor and like this video, and also do yourself a favor and go and have a look through the other training material that we've made available to you over the last year or so, where you'll see that here at GoPro Trading Academy, we are, although we're not targeting a large audience, we're targeting a very specific audience of folks who want to become truly professional traders. And by that, I don't just mean that that's what you do full time. A professional trader is somebody who actually trades for other people as a service and obviously shares in the profits of that. And that really is the stated purpose and mission of the GoPro Trading Academy, established by a few of us, including myself, yours truly, Ian Giffen, where, as you guys know, many of you, I've got a track record of over 15 years now of managing other people's money. And here at the Academy, we committed to helping you folks learn how to do the same thing, and not only have the tools and the knowledge to do that successfully, but also to hook you up with the financing, the clients that are looking to invest with successful traders and are knocking at our door for us to refer folks like yourselves who are members of the Academy and who have passed the evaluation stage to actually trade money for other people and to get the lion's share of the profits as well. So as you know, those of you who are members of the Academy, that's what we do. If you are not already a member, then as I say, please do subscribe to our channel, have a look at the material that we've put out beforehand. You'll see that it's not really basic stuff. It really is for folks who are serious about learning how to trade. Now, one of the simple things that people very often get wrong in this is setting up their platform correctly. Now, admittedly, in order to be successful, you also need to have a good broker in the first place. A lot of people will conflate and confuse the platform that they're using with the broker that they are using. So the likes of MT4, Metatrader 4, has in the past got a bit of a bad rap, but mainly because it is the go-to platform that is provided by very poor brokers. Now, if you're with a bad broker, it doesn't matter what platform you're using, you're not going to be successful. The FCA in the UK has over the years continually reminded folks who want to do currency trading that well over 90% of Forex brokers are in fact trying to steal your money. They put it as trading or acting against the interests of their clients. It means they're trying to steal your money. So be very careful what broker you use. Now, I'm just going to show you what broker we use for relatively small accounts, which, as I point out, is accounts generally under $100,000. But the process that I'm going to show you in terms of installing Metatrader 4 properly is the same, regardless of what broker you use. So let's jump into it. If you're watching this video and you want to follow along, you can actually subscribe to or download the platform for our broker here, Vantage FX, just by clicking on one of the links that is below this video that you're watching right now. And you can see that there is an option for both a demo and a live account. Now, demo accounts expire after 30 days. And I'll show you what, you can see that date, unless you open a live account with the broker as well. And I think this is normal across the board. Now, you can open a live account as well as a demo account. You don't need to fund the live account. But if you want to have a demo account that does not expire after 30 days, then you need to both open the live account as well as then send an email to the broker's support team asking them to make your demo account unlimited. Very important that you do that. For those of you who have been part of our trading challenges in the past, you know all about this. But if you've seen this for the first time, then I think that is very important information for you to know. So, right, let's just go through the steps one by one. If you click on that link to open that, it will bring up a page in your browser where you need to fill out your details. So let's just give that a chance to load. So you just need to do all of that. By the way, if you are based in Australia, then you can just drop me a note in the comments below, because you will need to do it slightly differently. But as long as you're not in Australia, then this is exactly what you need to do. So fill out all of your details. Once you've done that, it will take you through to this next screen here, where it's going to ask you to choose a few options. Now, when you get going early on in your trading career, I suggest very much that you choose the standard account type. Likewise, for those folks who are wanting to use our trade manager tools and so on, it's important that you choose standard in the beginning. Now, why would you do that? Is it more expensive than using a raw ECN account? Well, yes, it is. But if you can be profitable with a standard account, then trust me, you can be profitable with a raw account. Likewise, when you move on to our funded trader program, where you actually start trading the capital that we provide to our members who apply for the funded trader program and who have passed the evaluation stage, you're not going to be using this broker, and you will be using some of the best pricing available in the market anyway. So we need to be able to evaluate whether you can still be profitable using a standard STP account. By the way, also with the links that I've shown you there, you will be getting more favorable pricing. Generally, obviously, we have been able to negotiate better spreads and so on for our clients, and anybody who wants to join us using our group pricing. So Metatrader 4, stick to that. A lot of people want to jump into Metatrader 5. To be honest with you, it never really took off. It never got off the ground like they intended. They were going to use Metatrader 5 to replace Metatrader 4. That never happened, and there's a good reason for that. So Metatrader 4 still is very much the de facto platform. And once again, if you are using any of our tools at the Academy, you do need to be using Metatrader 4. And that's what this video is actually all about. Choose the standard defaults of US dollars. When it comes to leverage, I recommend 100 to 1. And again, the reason for that is trading successfully should not depend on how much leverage you use. And the higher the leverage, the more you're exposing yourself to risk. And you know that at the GoPro Trading Academy, one of the principal things that we focus on is teaching you how to minimize risk. If you cannot be profitable, nicely profitable on 100 to 1 leverage, trust me, going to 500 to 1 or anything else is not going to help you either. In terms of account balance, again, if you are going to be trading one of our funded accounts, then you may want to choose the account size that you're going to be starting with. You will know that funded trader program evaluation accounts start at 5K. Remember, this is other people's money. It's not your money, but you do need to get used to the numbers. Most of you go for 10K. If you really want to get used to trading larger numbers, then you may want to select a 100K account. And certainly when we do our challenges, generally that is the default. So up to you. I wouldn't go for any of these small amounts, most certainly not. Right, so having done that, you can click on next, and you will then be sent your details. So it'll come through in a, and this has logged me out, so let me just quickly jump to something else. All right, so that doesn't really matter, but you're going to be getting an email almost immediately giving you your login details. And in fact, let me actually just change the screen that I'm sharing to show you what that looks like. Let me just fire it up quickly. On my standard platform this. So once you've got that email, just pop that up for you, desktop 1, there we go. So that should be it there, right? So I trust that you can actually see the, we don't need to see that, right? So that's what the email is going to look like right there, and you will be given a couple of links. The first download link over here being the one that you need to click on in order to install your MT4 platform on your PC. Now, there are options as well to download the Mac version of the software. Generally, we only use the Windows version. And even if we've got a Mac, like I'm talking to you right now through a MacBook Pro, we set up parallel software so that we can actually run it on Windows. So, but most people have got a Windows-based platform anyway, or computer. So all you need to do then is click on the download link. These details you will need to come back for. Before I carry on now, I just want to point out that there are 3 numbers here. Obviously, the login is your account number. The password you will need to, obviously, to log in for the first time, which you can change. But finally, the server is something that a lot of people get mixed up with. Now, if it's a demo account, that's fine. But when you eventually go for a live account, you will notice that there are quite a lot of live account servers. And it depends on what broker you are using, but normally the bigger brokers will have multiple servers and you need to be selecting the right one. So that's just a tip for you there. Right, so let's change the share again to go to our desktop. This is our Parallels desktop, and this is pretty much what it would look like as well on your Windows platform. And this is the downloads folder. And you will see that now that I clicked on that link, it downloaded this application execution file onto my laptop. So all I need to now do is double click on that to run it. Say yes. And then follow the instructions. Obviously, you need to agree to the terms and conditions. And then it's going to run through the installation process, which will take a while. It's a reasonably big file, depending on how fast your computer is. I don't suggest that you sign up for trading services or anything else like that. You need to learn how to do it yourself. And I don't know of just about anybody who's made money out of these trading services ever. Right, so click on finish when that's available. And it should then fire up your MT4 platform. Great, wonderful when that happens. Oh, that's just, that's normal as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do that again. I just need to change the installation address because I do already have an installation for that. So just so that you can see it again and show you an option here as well. This is something that is some people don't realize that you can do. You can, in fact, have multiple installations of MT4 and even from the same broker. You just need to change the installation folder, and I'm just going to make that 2 there and go there. So how did I do that? I just clicked on settings here, made those changes there, click on next, and Bob's your uncle. Now I do want to have a clean installation here because I just want to show you a few of the settings from that. So I'm not going to be using the other one. Right, so just run through that quickly again, finish, and sorted. I don't know why it loads this up at the end. It doesn't really matter. I think it's because I didn't want to do anything with MQL5. Right, so that being said now, it should fire up the next installation. Right, so trade we've got going there, but that's not relevant. I need to get the other platform up. Right, so you'll see it's actually still busy doing the final installation, and it will fire up in a second. If not. Right, so there we go. It's now fired up the platform. And you should, at the end of all of this, be able to see the servers that are available. Remember, I mentioned to you that they've got multiple servers. You can actually see them all. And you can also see the latency that these different servers have. Now, this is obviously being installed on a local computer. My actual live trading platforms are all installed on VPSs that are very close to the broker. But that's a story for another day. Nevertheless, once this has finished, you just click on next, And now is when we need to log in, given the details that we were given in our email. So it is an existing trade account. Now, there are some brokers that will allow you to do new. We don't need to do that because we have already gone ahead and received our details. So I'm just going to type them in slowly just so that you can see what to do. 00180008. So that was the account number. Password G1. Just do this slowly. Remember, it is also case sensitive. That should be it. Click on finish. Let's see if it works. Now, the way you're going to know if it works is in the bottom right-hand corner. It will go from not connected to a connection number. And of course, you'll hear the MT4 successful connection sound.
Incoming mail.
As well as get some a welcome message. Okay, so that is how you install the basic version of MT4 without any changes. It will just connect and disconnect a few times as a rule. But having done that now, you've got a completely raw installation of MT4. What do we do with that? Well, I do, and I have done a training on this in the past, but I'd just like to reiterate how you need to just make sure that there's the basic settings in MT4 are set correctly. If they're not, you can actually end up causing yourself some problems. Now, there's lots of stuff that you can do with Metatrader 4. It's extremely customizable, and there are several million hours of training on YouTube probably on how to customize it to the nth degree. But you need to start off with these basic settings that I'm going to show you. So the first thing you should do is go to Tools and select Options. And that will bring up the Options menu, which, as you'll notice, has got several tabs in it. Now, we don't need to bother with most of those. The first one is obviously Server. I would just suggest that you enable DDE server first of all. Secondly, you can change your password. Now, obviously, the password that we have in here is the default one that you receive from Metatrader 4 in the email. So you can just click on change. You will notice that you also have two different passwords. You've got the master password and an investor password. So the investor password is used for read only, and there are certain online reporting apps that can plug into the back of your MT4 platform that will need the investor password as well. You can change either of them, but obviously you need to know the current password first of all. And as I say, you can change either the master, which I often do, to my standard password, or the investor password. Right, so that being said, that is all you really need to worry about on the server side. There's your account number as well. And from there, we go to charts. The first thing that I really recommend that you do is that you use the Alt key to drag trade levels. If you've never experienced the frustration of working with line tools or drawings on your charts and grabbing a trade level by accident and moving it by accident, then you won't understand why you need to do this yet. But in the future, trust me, it's something that you do want to do. All this means is that in order to drag, for instance, a stop loss or a take profit level or any order level, because obviously you can't drag the level for an executed trade, but any order level, if you want to move it and you want to make sure that you don't move it by accident, have this selected, and all you need to ensure is that you hold the Alt key down before you click and drag. I also recommend that you always show the ask line so that you can see what the spread is across all the instruments that you are trading. There are much greater customizable options for MT4, which we have spoken about in other training and can do again in the future, but this is the important stuff. Under objects, this is something where you can actually adjust the sensitivity of your mouse pointer. 10 pixels is fine. I often just drop it to 5 so that it's not too sensitive. I also like to select my drawing tools with a single mouse click. That's optional. That's entirely up to you. Now, here's a very important one. Under trade, you will notice that at the bottom, there is an option for one-click trading. inevitably, when you load up a new version of MT4, it's going to, at some point, ask you whether you want to use one-click trading. And it's a legal agreement that you need to accept. The reason why it's a legal agreement is because they know that you're going to lose money using one-click trading. If ever you, by accident, accept one-click trading, that agreement, then all you need to do, and I'll show you what it looks like. There it comes up. So it's a disclaimer. There you can see that's what the disclaimer looks like. You need to accept these. Please don't do that for your own safety. If ever you do, however, you just come back to this tab and you uncheck this box. It will be checked. You just need to uncheck it like it is now. You don't need to worry about expert advisors, notifications, email, FTP, signals, community, or events. Those you can quite happily ignore. If you don't like the sounds that MT4 makes, you can change those here. So the sound that you normally will hear when MT4 connects is this one. You can change them. There are options out there. In any case, those are the main things that you need to do to ensure that your MT4 platform is on your side when you use it. Right, so apart from that, we can start talking in our next training on MT4 about how to set up your profiles, your market watch, and also how to install custom tools. All of that is something that will take us another half an hour or so in terms of training. So I will look to do that in our next open training session. If you are watching this as a recording, it may well be available. So please do and go and look for it. Right, folks, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for today. As always, if you've got any questions, you're welcome to pop it into the chat box, or if you're watching this as a recording, into the comments below, and I personally will answer that. And apart from that, I hope that this has been useful. Please do remember to like the video, and if you are interested in being notified of our future free professional Forex trading training, then do subscribe to our channel and you will be notified as soon as it is available. We normally have new material coming out every week. You're welcome, Fern. It's an absolute pleasure. Great. Absolutely. Thank you. Definitely right to get things, good to get things right from the beginning. Quite right. All right, folks. Have an awesome day further. I'll chat to you all soon. Bye for now.